Greetings, everyone. BJ Weiler, aka Real Millennium Group. I'm back with you on another fine Monday afternoon here on the East Coast of the United States. So good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, wherever you may be while watching this little show we've got here for you today on the Extra Life for Kids channel. Welcome, everyone. It is June. It'll be June 5th. The summer unofficially is here. Shocking. The time is flying. School is almost out, so we are going to have to cut out here a little bit early today to go pick up the eldest from school. This will be the last Monday we have to do that. The soup and rice is hot. We'll blow on it. Let it cool off. That's okay. We got time. Daddy has his lunch to eat too. He's got to let it cool off. Yes, we are definitely running behind the day on everything I'm trying to do. So I'll be snacking a little bit on lunch throughout the show today. My apologies in advance, but I am starving. I did not get to eat breakfast today because of everything I was trying to get done today, and as far behind I am on my streaming and stuff. But enough about me and my hunger issues. What are we doing here? What is Extra Life? Why are we doing this? Well, we're doing this because it's fun. I mean, for one thing, I enjoy being part of the Extra Life stream team. But more importantly, we're doing this to be real life heroes for kids. Extra Life is an extension of the Children's Miracle Network. Now, Extra Life has been around since 2008, raising money for this network of hospitals that are all across North America, from Canada through the United States and down into Puerto Rico. The Children's Miracle Network has been around since 1983, essentially doing the same thing and using those stylized balloons you see up there to do it, mostly $1 at a time. Over $5 billion has been raised by the Children's Miracle Network since 1983 for these hospitals. And of course, Extra Life is a big part of that, has been a big part of that for the last 8 to 9 years now or so. I think this is officially technically the 9th year. Extra Life, right? 2008, 2017. I think that's 9 years. Not too good on the maths, but I think I'm pretty close to that. But so yeah, if you are familiar with CMN, you're probably familiar with seeing them through those balloons that as you go into your local business at some point throughout the year, you'll see that as you check out, depending on what the business is, as you check out, you pay, or wherever it is, you have the opportunity to donate $1 and write your name or a message on the balloon or something. The business will put that balloon up somewhere on the wall in the business or in the front window or something to that effect. And that dollar that you donate goes directly to helping that local Children's Miracle Network hospital. Now, what is this money used for? Why do these hospitals need this money? They need this money for things like research and development, medical equipment, quality of life features, training, staffing, all that kind of stuff. Because at the end of the day, we all know, no matter where we are in the world, healthcare can be an expensive proposition. And these hospitals treat kids specifically. They are solely in operation to save kids' lives, to make their lives better. And they will do so regardless of the family's ability to pay for whatever treatment the kids need, and regardless of the insurance's willingness to pay for whatever treatment the kids need. So that's the big thing there, that these hospitals almost operate through a charitable-like method of modus operandi, is that they don't refuse anyone. If somebody needs treatment, they will take them in and they will give them the treatment they need. So that's why things like Children's Miracle Network and Extra Life are so important, because this is the money that helps these hospitals operate on a day-to-day business. No, mommy's not home. A day-to-day business, and operate at an efficiency that is enough to allow them to save kids' lives, makes their lives better. So that's why it's so important what we do here for Extra Life, because 100% of what we raise goes directly to these hospitals as gamers. So this is for us. This is us, the gaming community, able to come together and do something positive. You know, the gaming community gets a lot of negative attention, gets a lot of negative press, has a lot of negative stereotypes surrounding it. Extra Life is something wholly positive, something that all of us can come together and do. I mean, gaming is universal. That makes Extra Life universal. We can come together, sign up at, let me point the right way, www.extra-life.org. It only takes a couple of minutes. It's free to sign up, and you're good to go to start your fundraising. Like I said, 100% of what is donated through your participation goes directly to the hospital. This is completely voluntary. On the gamers' part, we get nothing. Extra Life takes nothing from the donations. Extra Life has corporate partners, which they work with to help fund their back end and some other stuff, which we'll be getting into later on in the show. But that's what Extra Life is. It's for us, the gaming community, to come together to be real-life heroes. We play games. A lot of times in these games, we play the part of a hero. We're saving the damsel in distress. We're saving the universe. We're saving the world. We're saving an alien species. We're out there, for the most part, doing something to save something in the story of that game. But it's not real. It's not real life. When we're done playing the game, we're back to real life. And so this is something we can do in real life to be real life heroes. You know, you watch the news and you see a lot of stuff going on that you may say, I wish I could do something. I wish there was something I could do, I had control over, to help in that situation or prevent that situation. Well, this is it. Extra Life is our ability to be out there in real life making a real difference. Literally saving kids' lives through this money that we're raising through our efforts as gamers. So that's what Extra Life is. Of course, I'll be talking more about that throughout the show. If anybody ever has any questions about Extra Life, please ask away. If I can't answer it, I got a cool old link that will take you right to our community. You will most definitely find your answers there. Of course, we should have mods that pop in every now and again. Our mods can also answer your questions as much as possible as well. In the meantime, let's get on with what we do here with Extra Life, and that's play games. And hopefully encourage some of you to come in and sign up and be a real-life hero for kids. In the meantime, this week, June. Yes, it is June, so we are now popping into our SimCity 2000 run. So throughout the next 4 weeks here in the month of June, we will be continuing to build the city we built last month in SimCity Classic, but giving it a little bit of an upgrade in SimCity 2000. So in fact, let me quit out of here first. Let's pop into SimCity Classic. Let's take a look at our city here. We'll go extra city here. So let's load this up. So here's our city. Here's the city we were working on throughout the month of May. Go with these figures. Thank you. Let's pause here because we don't need to do anything else. As you can see, everything is all built up now. There was just these commercial districts right here I had left to build, so we built that up. But our Extra Life Island here is pretty much complete, or as complete as we can make it right now in the classic SimCity. So we've got all our areas going. So let's get out of here and let's bring this city into SimCity 2000. Now, what's nice about these versions of SimCity Classic and SimCity 2000 is it's pretty simple to port your city over. You just go into your Maxis folder here, as we did. Here's the SimCity Classic. Here's our Extra Life City. We just copy that save city file, and then we let's get back out of here. We go into SimCity. We go to Cities. I got my cities folder here, and then I've already done this. That way we're actually ready to go here. And you just plop that file in there. Then you go ahead into SimCity 2000. You load a file, and it'll load up your city. So I've already loaded it up and saved it as Extra Life SC2 now. So let's go take a quick look at that. We'll load up SimCity 2000. Yes, I don't have the CD-ROM in, so we don't get to see the opening movie, which is quite all right. BJ Weller, that's me. 1994. Yeah, so we are looking at 23 years since this game came out. Amazing. But yeah, so load save city. I'm going to my cities. Here you go. You have your option for SimCity Classic City. Now, it might not show up, but all you have to do is put in the name, extra .cty, and that will find the file, open it up. But in the meantime, what we want to do here is go into my city and load up Extra Life here. So let's open up Extra Life, and there's our city. So let's okay, we're already paused now. Fortunately, SimCity 2000 remembers your options here. What? What's the matter? It's too hot. We'll keep blowing on it. Keep blowing on it. Move it around. Let it cool off. And you can keep eating, which I'm going to start doing momentarily here. But yes, there we go. Let me zoom out here. Let's get an overview of our city. So there we go. There's our city map. So obviously we have no more land available on which to build on. Fortunately, with how SimCity 2000 works its zoning, we can actually make use of these little islands, as long as we run electricity and road and rail to them. But that's a little bit problematic anyway. Obviously, you can see here that that's just one tile wide. Not really going to be able to do too much with that. So like I said a couple weeks ago, when we wrapped up SimCity Classic, of course, last week, Memorial Day, we jumped back into City Skylines briefly. Of course, we get some nice zooms. And of course, the biggest difference here is the isometric view. We are now technically 3D instead of top down, so we got a 3D view. So blow on it. Blow on it and eat. Let's go. So we can rotate around the map here now. Now rotating around the map in this version does not, of course you want to drink, does not change. So you're always looking at the same facing on each of the buildings. So they only have one facing regardless of which direction they are facing. SimCity 3000 changes that to where each building has its 4 different sides. What do you want? Okay, I will get you a drink. You will finish your unplug. Yeah, can't be unplugging me. There we go. Thank you. Okay. Okay, we good? And we'll move the cord there. While I loop around here and get your drink. Get your drink, drink. Woohoo. Finish your milk and then I'll get you your juice, okay? There you go. Well, then drink your milk. Don't like juice. You like juice. Don't be a fool, my little Abby troll. But yes, okay, so there we go. So we've got our landmass. So now, of course, when we were playing SimCity 3000, what we desperately needed to help our commercial impact here was an airport. And if I recall correctly, we were going to use this island right down here as our airport. Now, of course, we have a seaport already built to help our industry. However, with the way zoning works in SimCity 2000, there are actually different bits and pieces of the seaport and the airport and stuff like that. So you zone it like you would do a normal industrial, commercial, residential zone. And they'll actually build up with that in that area you made it. So this is where our seaport used to be. It is a seaport no longer because it needs to rebuild. But what we're going to do now, what we can do is build it up a little bit more there. So we can add a little bit to it there. Oh, look, there's our little parks. There's our little parks. So we have a little bit more freedom here to build. Now, of course, we still need the 3 tiles within transportation, but we have more transportation options to take care of that. Well, blow on it, please. Wipe your nose. Here, where's your bibby? Wipe your nose. There you go. Wipe your nose with your bibby. Not with your bibby. Here you go. Oh, almost got it. All right, we got it. There we go. Okay, good. No, here. Give me. Yeah, you can leave your bibby right there. That's good. All right, so we just expanded our seaport just a wee bit. So we will actually save this, because what we're going to do now is get out of the game. No, because we just saved it. And what we're going to do here is open up our Urban Renewal Kit. So here you can actually edit each asset into the game here. You can change or create buildings however you want them. There's our source object, there's your working object set. So what we're going to do, however, we're not going to dig too much into that, because what we're really most interested in doing here is just giving ourselves a little bit more landform to work with here. So we're going to open up load a city. No, I don't. You want more candy milk? Okay, here we go. So we're going to load up Extra Life here. So there's our city. So now what we can do, now through the terrain editor, you can actually you can do anything you want. You can actually build your city up in through this terrain editor here. You can zone, you can rate, do your water, do your power, road and rails, and all that stuff. You can do your underground. So we actually will have to do some water options too, and do it free of charge. So you can actually completely create your city here, then go back to the regular game, the main game, and just let it run, and then let your zones build up and all that kind of stuff. And this, the advantage to doing it here is that you do it free of charge. It costs you nothing to terraform, to build, to destroy anything here. So we're going to go in here and we're going to build this island up, and make a few other changes, because there are a few things that do have to get updated here. Like as you can see here, we got a little bit of issue with our rails, so we will have to do some fixing here. Little issues with our roads at the edges here. Again there, to fix a few things up. So now we'll be able to terraform here, connect that road. So we'll actually be adding some land mass here, just as soon as I get the child some more milk here. You ready for milk? Use the right end of the spoon. Yeah. Even when she is locked up in her high chair, she still manages to troll me. She still manages to troll her old man here. Oh my, ooh, there goes my headphones. I forgot that I moved the cord. Okay, I'm not getting you candy milk. You're just getting regular milk for now, okay? So that'll be the quickest and easiest for Daddy to take care of, so we can get back to our show here. You'll have a little bit of candy left in there. Candy as in Hershey's syrup. So chocolate milk, we call it candy milk. We calls it the candy milk because it's from Hershey, the candy factory, isn't it? She is. No, you the candy factory. I'm the candy factory. Am I really? Well, never been called that before. That's for certain. My goodness, child. Okay. Oh. Let's get my cord out the way so we don't yank that out again. Okay, there we go. You're good. You're good. All right, there we go. Time we're going to have to start eating here too soon. So while we're building up our landmass, I think I'm going to take some munchies and crunchies here. So I am starving right now. The tummy's rumbling. Okay. So I just remember how to do this. I'm done. You're done? I know there was a way to add land. I forget how though. I wonder, maybe there isn't. I could have swore there was a way. Object group construction. No. Miscellaneous. We get trees. Radioactives. That's basically trees and radioactive. Power special. Ah, there's our arcologies. I think we may be building them a bit here. Oh, you know what? Hold on a second here. Power transportation, miscellaneous. No. I think this adds, yeah, so that adds water. So how do we add land? I think it's from here. Okay. Pond, Lake, River. Maybe we can take away land, but we can't add it. Ah, here we go. All right. Level terrain. That's what we want. There we go. I could have swore there was a way to do it. So there we go. And now we're just going to level up the terrain here. So we have enough room for our airport. Excellent, excellent. All right, there we go. And what we're going to want to do, we're actually going to make a land bridge here. You know what? We're just going to... Ooh! Yes, it will blow some things up. There we go. We'll just connect this by land. We'll bring you out a bit there. We'll bring you out a bit there to make you look more islandy. I don't know if we're going to do anything there, but what we can do now, miscellaneous. Miscellaneous is the trees. We can throw lots of trees here, so we'll make this a little forested area here for now. It's good. I think that should be plenty for our airport, so we're going to bring the road way this way now. We're just going to bring the roadway in like that. Cancel. Yeah, that's right, because I went to the edge of the water, so it's going to ask me to build a bridge. I don't want a bridge right now. Oops, she's falling asleep. Oh, God, I'm so hungry. All right, there we go. All right, good. I just got to figure out how to bring rail down here. Zoom out here a bit. Oh, nope, don't rotate. We'll zoom. All right, so there's our rail line there. So I think what we want to do here is bring the rail line from here down into here. So we're going to have to build actually, you know what? I think right down there, so we will raise you. There we go. Okay. Rebuild our road. And what we can do now is rebuild our rail bridge. That's our only option. And it should. Oh, all right, so that's not going to work. So it needs one more. There we go. So now I'm just going to have to bring it down this way. Now the good thing is that doesn't matter as much. So we can now here we have light and dense for each of our zones. Of course, there's seaport, airport, and we have our military. So we're light industrial here, so we're going to zone that up. Oh no, it's dense. Okay, so I think everything that you import is actually zoned as the dense version. There we go. Yes, indeed it is. So we've got, let's see, 1, 2, 3. So we can actually zone this up here because that's within 3 tiles. We're going to bulldoze a park there, so we can zone there. Now we can do light industrial on those sections there. What we're going to do now, we're going to zone our airport. So we're going to zone the airport there and there. We'll make this part of the airport, and we will make this part of the airport. So there we go. So that's going to be our airport. So let's bring the rail out this way. That should be more than enough space for our airport. Now we will go back here and veritable jungle. Tons of trees, even more trees. This is rubble. We don't want rubble. So object group. Special. I think it's under special. Yes, there's our parks. Now we have access to a big park, but we'll just do a small park here. Then we'll go back to the trees. I'll throw the veritable forest on the edges here. There we go. Okay, I think that's satisfactory. All right, so now we have our airport. Now, of course, we are going to need power coming to these things. So what we need to do, so I might have to do this instead. We're going to have to bulldoze that guy. So we can actually have power lines here. Raised wires. There we go. Alright, there we go. And this, we can just bring that into here. That way this will build up a bit. Okay. Alright, there's our airport area. Good, 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 good. We gotta look at our bridges. So our rail bridge there is okay. I think what we're going to want to do here is fill this in. So let's bulldoze this. So what we're going to do now. We have a mountain. There we go, but we don't need a mountain. Cancel. We don't want a bridge there. We're just going to go. We're going to bring you across now. So what we can do here, we can zone some light commercial. I think we'll go here nicely. We can zone some light commercial there. So some more trees here. Now technically, since this is next to a rail, you know what, we need Here's our subways. You know what we can do here? We can start laying the groundwork for our subway too. Subway sub to rail, which so there's our subway station here. Train station, so rail station. I think we're going to throw a rail station right here. Sounds good to me. There we go. All right. And I think maybe we can even do a subway station here too. Now, so we have various bits and pieces. So cargo yard is one of the assets that builds as part of the shipyard, the seaport. Here again, the control tower. So a little bit different from SimCity Classic, which is one set big building type thing with all the assets a part of it. Here are the assets, spawn, grow, build, what have you, individually. Okay. All right. So we'll build a subway station here. Now this should allow us to do a little more zoning here as well. So we'll do that like that. I think we should be able to do, what do I have here? Let me rotate this here. Let's see what we have here. So we just have space there. So what we can do, we can dense commercial this. See what ends up building, if anything. We can certainly build there as well. We can build that as well. Okay. So that'll help there. Once again, thank you for joining me this afternoon, everybody. Playing a bit of Extra Life here. Playing a bit of SimCity for the Extra Life stream team for Extra Life. Extra Life is a way for us as gamers to give back to the gaming community by raising money for our local Children's Miracle Network hospitals. Now you can basically 3 simple, easy steps to do it. You go to www.extra-life.org. You sign up, become a participant. It's only a couple minutes to sign up and register. You have different options, which I'll get into in about 45 minutes or so, about the options and all that kind of stuff. But you sign up. You get a participant page, which is where people will be making their donations through you to your hospital. And there's a default template that's good to go right out of the gate. You can use the default template if you want to. I encourage everybody, of course, to personalize your page. You can customize it to your heart's content, personalize it, customize it to fit your hospital, to fit your fundraising goals and efforts and what you plan on doing. And then what you do is let people know how to reach that participant page. You give them the URL. If you be a streamer, obviously you can announce it on your streams. If you don't stream, which you don't have to stream in order to be successful or even participate, you do not have to be a streamer. You just got to be a gamer. You just got to play games. You can play anything. You can play board games, tabletop games, PC games like we're doing here, mobile games, Facebook games, You can go out, play a game of tag in the backyard. You go to your bowling center, go bowl. Go to your golf center, go play mini golf. Go play regular golf. Go play a game of basketball. Go play a game of baseball. However you want to do it, you can do it. Anything that's a game qualifies. But yeah, anyway, you tell people, hey, this is what I'm doing it. This is why I'm doing it. This is why I want to be involved with Extra Life. This is, why I want to help these kids of my local hospital. You can help me by making a donation. You give them your participant page, and they can make a donation through that page. 100% of what's donated goes directly to the hospital, goes directly to helping the kids. And then step 3, you get playing. You go out there and you start your fundraising. You can do it as a 25 hour marathon on National Game Day, which is November 4th and 5th. You can do it over the course of the entire year, if you so desire. The fundraising year starts at January 1st and ends on December 31st. So you got 365 years, a calendar year, in which to do your fundraising. So you can fundraise every day of the year if you desire. You can fundraise once a week. However you want to do it, whatever works best for you, it's entirely up to you how to do it. But that's what you do. 3 easy steps. It's free to sign up and register at the classic level. So it costs you nothing, and you do get rewarded. We do get rewarded for meeting certain fundraising goals, which I said I'll get into in about 45 minutes or so. But that's it, quick and simple. That's how you participate in Extra Life. I encourage everybody to do so, because at the end of the day, like I said, it's free. We get rewarded. It makes the gaming community look good, but most importantly of all, of course, it helps us make kids' lives better. It helps sick kids get better. It helps sick kids live. It helps save their lives, the money that we raise for them. So never underestimate the power of even $1. $1 can make a difference in a child's life. Okay, so we got that. So what we really need now, we need to lay down our subway foundations. So we got to find spots for subways and rail lines. So I think that's probably what we're going to have to start off with. Do subways here. I think the subways we're going to keep along the roadways here for the most part. So we got a subway there, and this is basically just to help alleviate some traffic issues. So we got our subway there, subway station there. Oh, you know what I got to do? I forgot. I got to check on some of our bridges too. I forgot we got to fix some more of our bridges. I do declare. As you can see here, we have some issues. The rail bridge looks good, but the road here is a complete disaster. So you know what, we're just going to bulldoze everything anyway here. Okay, so I got to be careful here because we have our we've got our nuclear power plant here, so this will probably end up blowing up our nuclear power plant. Oh, no, we managed to get away with that. Okay. So what we can do, we can, oops, bring that out a bit. So what I want to do now, let's do it this way. Let's see if this is good. Oh, we got to do it this way. All right, so that blew up some of that stuff, but that's okay, because what we want to do is bring the roadway down here. Cancel this. We're not going across the water here. I'm going to bring the roadway across like that. And then we're going to bring the roadway, a raising bridge. Let's do a raising bridge. There we go. Not that we necessarily need a raising bridge, but what the heck. We'll do it anyway. So there we go. We got our raising bridge there now, which is nice. Okay. Let's bring the rail line, and you know what we can do? We can throw in Where's the subway? Okay, there's our subway station there. So what we can do... oh, yep, sorry. Let's get you out of the way here a bit. I think if we throw our subway station here, I think that'll work nicely. If we throw the subway station there, we bring the rail out, rail bridge. That's pretty much why the raising bridge is not really necessary, because the rail bridge sort of blocks that. So you know what? Let's get rid of that. Oops. Demolish, thanks. Just a causeway will work nicely. Okay, so let's make sure everything is hunky-dory here. Alright, we look good. Looks good. Okay, so we got our subway here. So let's start laying the foundations of our subway while we're here in this general area. You know what? We're going to throw down another train station too. Throw down a train station right here. There we go. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Let's save where we're at here too. Bring you back down there. Save city. Okay. There's no going back now unless, of course, we want to start all over again. That's fine. All right, so what we want to do now, let's go underground view. Now, this is the tricky part here. Have some of the land masses. Subway, thank you. How some of these tubes are going to work. Okay, so it looks good there. That really didn't connect. Oh, that's not what we wanted. Alright, so we're going to have to do some rotating here. Let's clear everything out that we can. There we go. Make our view a little bit easier to see here. Alright. Let's see if somehow we can connect these two. Yeah, that didn't work out too well. So we're actually gonna have to think a little bit about this here. So let's do this. We are there we go, gotcha. I think what we're going to have to do is come out on this side. There we go, let's rotate here. Right, okay. Yeah, I think this will work. Because then what we can do is now come out, go down here. And this should make for a much smoother transition, almost. So we have a little bit of an issue here. Okay. Let's rotate so we can see this side here. So what we can do is this then. We can come over here now. Gosh darn you. Bring it over this way, then bring it up this way. There we go. Okay, we got it now. We don't need that. All right, so we finally got those two stations connected. Finally got those two stations connected. Now I know we have, oopsie, wrong way. We have the other station that's there. This should be a little less problematic. So let's see, we'll come out this way. That's not what we want, that's what we want, thanks. All right, that gets that nice and connected now. Okay. All right, yep, all right, we're good there. Okay. So good, we got our subway station connected. What we do need to do too is lay some pipes as well. We need water and pipes, so let's not forget about doing that. Okay, so let's get back to our above ground view. Let's bring back our buildings and that. Object group, we need where are our water? Schools. So now of course we can build schools, we can build churches as we so desire, a library, the mayor's house, water treatments, water pump. That's what we're looking for. We need a water pump. So let's zoom in here now. Fortunately, we have lots of water to deal with. How big is this water treatment plant? Okay, that's a little large. So what we want to do here, let's go back here. Let's raise the terrain here. That way we can build our water. Okay, we need to go one more. There we go. So we'll build our water treatment plant here now. And then we will build our... Oh, what was that? Oh, desalinization plant. Oh, yes, because... yeah, we actually do need that because... being an island, this is salt water. So we definitely need that. Okay. Alright. So let's get our water pump now. Alright. Good thing I actually did click on that. Okay, so we got water pump there. Let's check our underground view now. So we've got water a-pumping. Pipes. We need some pipes to run there. Okay. So that's good. So we actually need probably throw down a couple of these desalinization plants then. I think they might be good. I was about to say they might be good to throw on some of the islands, but we would need power to run to them, which would be a bit of a problem. So see where else we can throw some of these guys here. All right, let's see. Here. So what we need to do is bulldoze you. And then we can do the desalinization right here. There we go. And I think we can even do a water pump right there too. So let's do that. Water pump. So there we go. So we got some water coming in now. So that'll take care of water. So let's see, as everything builds up, it'll create pipes. We'll need a connection there. So now we can actually zone this up now here too. So let's do that. I think we can throw some more. I'm trying to think how the desalinization works. Do the water pumps have to be next to the desalinization plant, or is it assumed that if I put a water pump down, it's going to be desalinized as long as we have a connection somewhere to a desalinization plant? I don't have my manual handy. Perhaps I should run down and grab my manual real quick and see what it has to say. SimCity guide here. You know what? I'll do that during the commercial break. Meantime, let's go fix some roads. We got some more bridgeways, I guess I should say, to fix. Let's zero in on the potential trouble areas here, like you. Most certainly. No, we've got problems there. Let's make sure we're in demolish. Yes, we do want some road connections here too. So what we're going to do here, let's go back now. Let's raise the terrain there. Question is, how do we want to connect this road? So we got the road here. I was afraid of that, but there was not much. So what we're going to do, we're going to do this. Whoa! Seriously, dude? Well, we just leveled the terrain here. That's not how we want to level it. We want to level it like this. There we go. Okay, so we have a little lake. Still have a little lake there. That's all right. We're okay there now. Oh boy, it's a little bit more destructive than I would have liked, but it'll give us an opportunity now to do this. Freaking killing me. That's not what we want to build a bridge. We want to build a road here. There we go. And bring it up this way. There we go. All right, so good. Now we actually have that road connected to something. I got to bring power back up in here, but what we can do now, we will do that. Let's build another pumping station there. In fact, we can build a couple of pumping stations here. Yeah, I think we'll make this our pumping station area here. All right. So this will give us a lot of the water that we need. So what we're going to do now, we're going to zone this up here. Yes. All right, we can zone this up here like that. Good, 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 good. Oh, a statue. Aha! Ah! Statue. All right. I think what I may want to do here. It'd probably behoove me better to throw it here. And then I can throw this guy here. You know what I want to do now is actually connect here, because we actually did have a connection, road connection there. Now being purposefully destructive, because I actually want to build. So the causeway is the only thing we can select, huh? Okay. Not that we need the raising bridge, but good. There we go. Right. So we have that. We have that. So what we're going to do, we're going to do this light industrial here now. And we can even throw light industrial there. I know it needs power though. So instead of running power lines just to that little bit, so we will need power to here and to here. Let's go get our trees. We'll plant a veritable jungle there. Right, that's what I thought. So, yep, a little bit of a limitation there, but that's okay. All right, so we've got that. All right, so we've got this end build up. And this really should be a lot of water. And now we're going to plant a couple more, but that should be enough water for the time being. Got our power. All right. We do need our subway though. Okay. Zoom in here. Now here comes the real tricky part. Now I think it looks like I should be able to, it will work well enough coming up to here. Coming over, coming in. All right, good. All right, I got those two connected. We'll eventually have to connect them to our main subway system once we have that all up and running. So good, so good, good, good. So we're good on that end of the island. Let's finish up fixing the bridges we need to fix. If any. Now here, of course, I'm going to have to run. Yep, so we got something here. So let's focus in on this area. Yeah. Okay. All right. Shoot, we're gonna end up having to blow up our police station. Oh, here comes the rain. Interesting. All right. Hopefully it won't be too destructive here. Alright, good. Got away without blowing up our police station. However, while I go to lower terrain, I am sure... Yes, sir. Alright, that's fine. The police station is still there. That's all I care about. Not that it matters. They get easily rebuilt, but that's besides the point. I wonder if I should build a sub to rail way up here. We'll just go subway. I don't think I'm going to mess too much with the transition from rail to subway. I think we're going to leave the rail line and the subway separate here. All right, so we got that now. So what we can do is, once again, let me see something here. All right, I do want to do this though. There we go. Now here I thought that would end up, there we go. See, when you lower the train, that's when it really gets destructive. Okay, so the point being, I want to do this now. I want to throw the train station right there. Well, the road coming back into there now. Good. All right. So good. We've got another train station here. Good. We can throw in some light industrial along the strip here. We can actually throw some light industrial up here now too. So let's do that. That should qualify. We would just need to run power to that. We need to run power to the train station. But there, that should take care of that. You know what, we'll need to do that. There we go. Now I do want a subway station here, so we're going to go subway, I think, right here. We'll run power to you from here. We just got to figure out the train station. So we're going to do some light industrial here. But we're going to have to get power. There we go. So that should help with that. Okay, so to zoom back out here, that takes care of that little corner of the island very nicely. What we can do now here too is zone some more industrial here. And we might even be able to throw a subway station here. The question is, do I want to connect the road this way? Which I don't think I do. I think I want to leave it like that. Subway station there. Maybe we'll throw the subway station in here. There. Alright, so getting close because we're going to have to cut out early anyway. So let me do this. We'll run our little story here. Let me save where we're at right now. And we'll be back to work, lay down our subway lines here. You know, what? Oh, I was about to say, you know what? We can throw a desalinization plant right in there. That's pretty good. I want to go get the guide too, just so I can read up on the desalinization plants again from oh so long ago. Meantime, thank you for joining me again, everyone. I am BJ Weller, aka Real Millennium Group, playing a little bit of SimCity 2000 here on the Extra Life for Kids channel. Talking a little bit about Extra Life, encouraging everybody to go to www.extra-life.org to sign up, become a participant. You know, it's a great thing for a great cause at the end of the day. We're here being real life heroes for kids, literally making kids' lives better, literally saving their lives with the money that we can raise as Extra Life participants. But we'll be getting more on that on the flip side here. Right now, I'm going to play a little video here. It's one of the Extra Life stories. And it sort of shows how good Extra Life is for these kids, what it does, you know, the real impact we make as participants. So this is Eric's story that we got coming up. Stick around. On the flip side, we'll be talking a little bit more about Extra Life, and of course continuing to work on our Extra Life City here that we have brought over from the SimCity Classic and now upgraded to SimCity 2000. But we'll be right back. Stick around, everybody. This will only be a couple of minutes here. All right, there we are. We're back. We're back. It's getting a little bit of more water there. We got the manuals. In fact, I happen to have 3 manuals here for SimCity 2000, Strategies and Secrets, SimCity 2000, and the official SimCity 2000 handbook. So I did look up desalinization, and pretty much it doesn't specify that the water pump, they just have to be a part of the water system in order to function. And they actually provide a heck of a lot more water than the typical water pumps we have. So I think for the size of the island that we've got here, the 2 desalinization plants that we've got, along with the water pumps, might actually be enough to provide the fresh water for the entire island that we have here right now. So we'll leave it at that. What I do want to do now is throw in a water treatment plant. Now, water treatment plants can be placed anywhere. They don't necessarily have to be placed next to water. So we might be able to use some of our dead space, like in the city squares here, and that'll help reduce pollution, which is the key there. So we're going to probably throw down a couple of water treatment plants somewhere here. I can actually throw it now. It doesn't have to be next to water, but if it makes sense to throw it there, although I could zone. See, I want to save, want to make sure I have enough industrial zoning too. So I've got to save some spots for industrial zoning here. So more than likely, what I'll want to do. Will you work there? Let's see here. What's over here? I think you might actually work there. So you know what? Boom. We got a water treatment plant there. As I did want to keep them near our industrial areas as much as possible. Now, of course, I could throw some water treatment there as well. But I think I'm going to zone that up. I sort of want to keep them out of residential areas, though. See if there's another one I want to place somewhere. Now, it's not going to work there. What is that? Where's my query tool? Do I have a query tool? I'm not exactly. I think that's just an industrial building, so don't necessarily want to blow that up. See, 'cause, you know, we're not near roadway here. So let's see. We're not going to throw a road out here. Yeah, so let's do it there. There you go. So we got a couple of water treatment plants. That's perfect. All right. So now what we do have to do, let's head back here. We want to connect our subway system here, and we want to connect this roadway there too. So we've still got some more work to do. Now, yes, of course. Now let's get back to Extra Life here, which is the reason we're here again. Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for joining me this afternoon. And BJ Weller, aka Real Millennium Group, playing a little bit of SimCity 2000. Boom! Working on our Extra Life City we started last month. Worked on last month in the SimCity Classic, and we're now, this is the first day we're porting it over to SimCity 2000. We are in the urban renewal kit right now, just fixing up some things, changing some things around to make our city work a little bit better once we start getting into the game proper in SimCity 2000. But yes, playing for Extra Life here. Again, I am BJ Weller. Oh, you know what? I never did update our streamer tag either. So if anybody likes what I'm doing here, you can always catch me and my Extra Life Ventures. Yeah, that's not the right streamer. Over on my own channel, BJ Weller there. I do Extra Life and a lot of retro gaming like this too. I am a variety gamer. I play pretty much anything under the sun. I will at least am willing to try give, but I do play a lot of indie stuff thanks to my involvement with the Twitch Kittens. But I do a lot of retro gaming like this too. There's a lot of old games out there I still enjoy playing, and I still stream because I want to share that passion I have for them. But I do an Extra Life feature every Friday with our Stronghold Kingdoms, MMORTS that we play. So every Friday I do play Stronghold Kingdoms for Extra Life. And that's one of the things you can do as a participant. Like I said, it's quick and easy to sign up. It's free at the classic level. However, if you do want to pay a $15 registration fee, what that does, that upgrades you to platinum level. And what that ends up doing is sort of opening up 3 more tiers of rewards that you can get. Because before the commercial break, like I said, we are here as participants, we are here as volunteers, but we do get rewarded thanks in part to the corporate partners that work with Extra Life. So we do get rewarded for meeting certain fundraising goals. We get keys for games, discount keys for games. We get there's a discount code we get for a nice handcrafted Extra Life specific wooden smartphone case, which is very nice. Unfortunately, it doesn't fit of course, because it's wooden. And very specifically designed, it doesn't fit all smartphones. Naturally, I've got the smartphone; it doesn't fit. Otherwise, I'd love to have that. But we get a premium code for XSplit, which is a streaming software. So lots of good usable stuff, fun stuff for us gamers that we get just for participating, and it costs us nothing but the time we spend trying to fundraise. But like I said, if you pay that $15 registration fee when you sign up, it opens up 3 tiers of rewards. It opens so at the $200 fundraising level, if you raise $200, if you raise $500, or if you raise $1,000, or all 3, of course, you get access. You get rewarded with specific rewards for each of those tiers. One of which is an Extra Life T-shirt for $200. If you can raise $200 as a platinum level participant, you get a T-shirt, which the logo, the design changes every year. And we just wrapped up our contest, as a matter of fact, for the 2017 shirt. So I printed this out. I usually open up Firefox and show it, but unfortunately I don't have that ready yet. So hopefully next week. But we'll bring it up here. So this is the design now. In fact, let me do this. Let's go back to camera main. That would help. There we go. So that there, if the camera wants to focus, my camera doesn't want to focus. But right there, it's called the Celebration. So after kicking off our 5th annual design RT for a trip to E3. So that's one of the other things. This was a trip to E3 the winner gets for designing this shirt here. We have a winner. So who won? Molly Putnam. So congratulations to Molly Putnam, who designed the Celebration T-shirt for 2017. So I look forward to earning that T-shirt and sporting that proudly, hopefully in time for my marathon come November. So that's the T-shirt there. So awesome stuff there. Congratulations to Molly for designing that awesome looking winning T-shirt there. Bright and sporty and colorful and gaming, all that good stuff. But yeah, so that's our T-shirt. That's what you can get if you raise $200 as a platinum level participant. For $500 and $1,000, it's an Olympic style type of Extra Life medallion, and they're pretty big. I haven't earned these yet. That's one of my goals for this year, is to earn one, if not both, for $500 or $1,000 raised. But one's silver, the other's gold. But they're pretty good. Like I said, Olympic style medallions, so they're pretty good. They're pretty neat, pretty sizable. I've seen people wear them, and they're definitely something to be proud of if you have earned one of those. Those are some of the things we can get as participants. And again, it's just costing us time. The time we spend to tell everybody what we're doing, why we're doing it, and to actually go out there, play some games, and raise money for our local hospital. So when you do sign up, you get to choose your hospital. You can pick a team. You can actually create a team, and the team is just a bunch of Extra Life participants from all over the world. Again, this is worldwide. You can join Extra Life. You can become a participant from wherever you are in the world, because you can pick any hospital to support. Naturally, you would choose your local hospital, but a lot of people don't have a local hospital. I'm fortunate enough that I do have a local hospital, the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia, which I have proudly been supporting these past 5 years. This is my 5th year of Extra Life. I've loved every minute of it. Great fun for a great cause. And like I said, I've been able to earn a t-shirt every year thus far. So I've got 4 t-shirts, looking forward to number 5 coming this year. But of course, that takes the support of all the generous people out there. But like I said, you can you pick your hospital, you can join a team, you can create a team, where you can just play solo as an individual participant. Now, a team, like I said, it's just a collection of Extra Lifers from all over the world who just come together to fundraise under one banner. The first 2 years I participated in Extra Life, I actually played on Team Tryon. Tryon World's the developer of Rift, Devilian, Atlas Reactor, Trove, Defiance. Which is how I actually first learned about Extra Life, was through playing Rift and Defiance, and finding out that, hey, they have a team. People who play on the team will get in-game rewards for meeting certain fundraising goals, and for playing 24 hours over the National Game Day weekend. You get titles, you get little pets, and all sorts of stuff in each of their games, which is pretty cool. So the first 2 years I actually played on Team Tryon, which is pretty cool. I thoroughly enjoyed that. But it turns out, a couple of years ago, I found out through a Star Wars: The Old Republic guild I am a member of, called Judgment Gaming, that a couple of other mates in that guild were also Extra Life participants. So we said, hey, you know what? We should just form our own Judgment Gaming guild, or team, and fundraise together. And so we did. So I've been a proud member of Judgment Gaming for the last couple of years, and every now and again on these Extra Life broadcasts you might see Battery H pop in. Battery H is our team captain. He's the one who formed the team, and we are happy to fundraise with him. And teams are great because, again, you get to interact, if you choose to interact with your teammates, from people from all over the world. But it's a way to support each other, either just through friendly competitions with each other, saying, hey, I can raise $5 this weekend, or I can raise $5 more than you this weekend, and donating to each other. I mean, I donate to everybody on our team. They donate back. So we donate to each other, to each other's causes, to each other's hospitals. Battery supports a hospital in New Orleans. Like I said, I support a hospital in Philadelphia, but we fundraise under that one common banner. So it makes it a little bit more fun, brings a little more attention to each of you and to the team as well. But again, not necessary to be successful, not necessary if that's not something that you feel comfortable doing. But again, I recommend it to everybody, just like I recommend customizing your participant page. And of course, donating to yourself is probably one of the most important recommendations I can make to any participant. Donate to yourself. You have that option as you sign up to donate to yourself. That gets the ball rolling. It shows people that you're serious about what you're doing. And if people see that you have a donation already in, they'll be more inclined to donate you. So my soapbox for this year, for 2017, is that no participant should ever finish the fundraising year with $0 earned. Even just $1. Even if you donate $1 to yourself, that can make all the difference. As a matter of fact, back in March, I did a mini marathon for Extra Life. And part of that mini marathon is that each game I played, I donated $1 for each time I played a new game. Throughout the stream, I did it live on stream. I donated $1 to myself. And it turns out at the end of the stream, I ended up getting, because of what I was doing, I ended up getting somebody who was watching the stream donate $15. So I can't stress the importance enough of donating to yourself. Even if you're not a streamer, again, you don't have to be a streamer in order to participate, in order to be successful. We have tons of participants out there who are successful in raising money for their hospitals without streaming 1 minute of gameplay footage. And successful is a relative term. Sure, it's nice if everybody would be able to raise $1,000 or $10,000 for the hospital, but most participants only raise There was an exact figure, but it's not a lot. You know, $20, $40, $100. I think the average was about $100, $150. You know, again, you know, I've been able to raise at least $200 every year. I've done it thanks, for the most part, to the generosity of friends and family. I mean, the bulk of what I raise every year is just from friends and family. So that just goes to show that and most of them are not gamers like me, are not, you know, they don't necessarily watch me stream. So, like I said, you don't have to be a streamer to be successful. You just got to be able to go out there, play some games, have some fun, and be able to talk to your friends and family and have them support you, have that support system going. But that's Extra Life. Let's get back on with finishing things up here, because we got about 20 minutes, 25 minutes before I have to run and go pick up the other child from school. So we're going to be wrapping things up here before we turn it over to Aero Dash. I think should be following us this afternoon. Hopefully. So what we're going to want to do here, we fixed everything up there. We want to connect the subway first. So let's do this. Let's connect these two subways here. So these should actually be fairly simple to connect here. I don't have to worry about any tricky land elevations. It's just straight zoom, 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 zoom. Here. And zoom, 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 zoom. There. So they're connected. Okay. So let's bring that back and zoom back out here. So I think we're okay here. No other bridges that need work. And some zoning things, but you know, I could always zone in game too when we get down to it. So what we want to do now is get this bit of roadway connected. So this, let's see if we can do this without being too destructive. Oh well, so much for that idea. Alright, there we go. We got that. So we'll just bring you guys in now. Bring you in. We can bulldoze you. Shoot. That's not what I wanted to do. And that made it even worse, but that's okay. That's alright. Everything's no, we don't want a bridge, thank you. Be nice to get a suspension bridge in, but I don't really think there's anything there's really no landmass in the city, unless it'd be something I'd want to take a suspension bridge across this way. I could potentially do. Maybe we'll do that at some point, because I do like the suspension bridges. They look pretty cool. I do. In fact, you know, I will before we leave, I will show off one of the my main city I have built up over the years here. So we got our subway there. Nope, we want our train road back that way. And you know what? I think that's a good place actually for another rail station here. Transportation, you fool. You supercilious little man. So we'll go there. Let's zone this up. We'll leave it dense because that might change around a bit there. Okay, so there. We have the subway station here, and there we don't have one here. So yeah, we got you there. So what we can do here, we'll go light industrial here. I'm trying to debate where, if I want a subway station down here. I think I do. Yeah, let's try to select the right thing this time. I'm kind of inclined. Bus stops. I forgot about bus stops too. More decisions. I'm kind of inclined to put the subway station right here. But I think I'll put it here. I should be able, now that should count as transportation, so even without a road or rail there, I should be able to, those should be able to develop now. So what we're going to do now is connect those guys. Now this is going to be a little bit trickier. So I think what I'm going to do is do this the smart way and try to avoid going through the water here and just bring this out this way. Because eventually we're going to have to connect this to the rest of our subway systems anyway. There we go. Okay. I think that's connected there. Let me see. Yes, okay. So what we're going to do, see, it's kind of tricky here. This is where the one problem with the isometric view comes into play. It's kind of hard to see with some of this underground stuff exactly where you started, where you should be, and where you left off. So I think if we're there, then we come down into here. All right, we've got those guys connected. Good. All right. So we've got that subway system connected. We've got our water supply there. So we are going to have to lay down some pipes here to get water flowing to the bulk of the city here. Now we can do water towers as well. So water towers might be nice to throw down in some of these center areas. So let's look at that. I think they're under special or miscellaneous. Let's see. Yes, there is a water tower. What's this? Oh, a marina. Ooh. More stuff to try to play with here. All right, so let's do this. Let's bring in some water towers here. Now these I think are 2x2, right? Yeah. So good. So we can throw a water tower there. Back it out a bit here. Let's get rid of the buildings for now. There we go. So we've got our water tower there. Let's throw a water tower. Let's see. You sort of want to keep these in the square blocks here. So let's throw one here. Now we're pretty tightly packed over here, so we'll throw one here. Or you know what? Let's throw it up here. Oop! All right, there's something in the way there. Let's focus in on that. You should fit. There we go. All right, we got it. Oh, not that far out. So let's see here. So we got one there, so we got one there, so maybe one here. There we go. All right, so that's the water towers. There we go. So we got our water towers up around the city, so that'll help a little bit with the water supply. Once, of course, they all get connected to the piping. So let's go finish while we've got time here. We got about 10 more minutes. Oh, you're up and eating again? Did you have a good nap? Have a good nap. Okay, so let's zoom in here. We've got to fix this. I think this is the last section we actually need to fix bridge-wise. And road-wise here. Oh, okay, over there too. So that might be it. Those should be the last two we need to really worry about. Yeah, I think everything else is looking okay. We fix that up first thing here, so let's go over here. So I do want to get all this kind of stuff done now. That way we can go in and do a lot of stuff in through the city proper here. Now, do I have a subway station? I don't think I've planted a subway station here. Let me see something. No. Interesting, though. All right, well, let's fix this guy up. Now, we should just be able to build across. Do we want a raising bridge? Sure, let's build a raising bridge this time. Cancel. Thank you. That'll work. Let's do some industrial zoning here. Actually, well, where is, before I do that, hold on. Here's my subway. I don't have a subway down in this corner, do I? So, maybe we'll do a subway there. So we'll have at least one raising bridge. Why not? Okay, this guy here we got to fix, so let's fix this up. So that's really the important stuff here, getting these things fixed first and foremost. Alright, let's rotate this so I can see a little bit better what we're doing here. Okay. Let's do a raising bridge. Why not? We'll do raising bridges down here. Why not? Okay, we're good there. Now, bus stations, bus stations. This might be a nice place for a bus station. Good, we've got a bus station. So let's throw down some bus stations now. Let's get this zoned while I'm here. I think we'll have a subway down here. Probably subway here. Can we throw a train station? No, train station's not gonna. The train station might fit here. Oh, excuse me, I'm about to sneeze here. Oh my goodness, me allergies. Oh, me allergies. Train station. Sweet. All right, so we got a train station down in this corner. Bus stop, bus stop, bus stop. Now here's the key. Where exactly are we going to have room for bus stops? So we got the bus stop here. I wish there was a way just to show the special buildings, just to have them show up. And get rid of all the other buildings so I can see what special buildings. What that's a bus station there. So they're 2 by 2. So let's see. Now we got room for a bus station here. Got our train station there. Bus station. Are there bus stops? We should have bus stops, I think, don't we? Subway station. FB. Bus station. Let me look at bus station real quick here. See, bus, 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 B, 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 bus, 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 buses. Building bus depot. So I think we do need a depot. 161 to 163 seems to be the pages that cover bus stations, bus stops here. 161. Buses. Buses are part of the public transit system that allows more Sims to use your existing road system. Buses run on the roads and highways, and all you have to do is provide buses. Is place 4 tile bus depots at strategic locations. So the depots, they're depot slash stations. Maintenance costs of $25 per bus. Disadvantages in using buses are that they're easy to add. Your Sims don't mind riding them very much. The buses don't have a lot of disadvantages. Unlike train subways, they produce pollution, but compared to the pollution produced by cars, it's nothing. Planning. They run on existing roads. You will have to place bus depots around your city, and each bus depot 4 tiles. Yep, there are 2x2. Work to bus depots to work to their. You should be placed in the busy sections of your city. Plan ahead and leave blank spaces. You can exercise eminent domain. Make way for bus D. First, need to locate a good place. Show a lot of car traffic, but I'm not really too concerned with that. Okay. So essentially, there are bus stops as well. So I'm thinking, how close? I mean, let me see here. So they're in the industrial. So we essentially want to try to connect the industrial, the commercial, and the residential sections with our bus stations. So here, I mean, we've got commercial pretty close by. So if I throw it there, that might work. And then we've got residential here. Now, here's where I'm going to run into the problem. I have no room for a bus station unless I throw it. There we go. So we got a bus station there. So I'm thinking, go ahead and throw it here too. I kind of like that. So okay, so we got bus stations started at least. I'm gonna have to start wrapping it up here. So let's excuse me, take care of a little bit of other maintenance there. Although I probably could throw a subway system there. We'll have to see how we have to change things up. That's all. Okay, so we've got that. We've got, what the heck is that? I didn't like you. There we go. That's all we need, really. You don't need that road there. So let's do this. Dense industrial. We're good. What? You don't want it? All right, put it down. Here, give it to me. I'll take care of it then. Thank you. All right, well, we seem to be in pretty good shape. I think we're in pretty good shape. I think let's get an overview of our road and rail systems here. See if there's anything else that needs fixing, which I think we should be fine. We got a water system started. I'm not seeing anything that desperately needs fixing, changing, or updating here. So I think we are now in pretty good shape. And we have our airport built now. I think we're in pretty good shape to get into the game proper next week and rock and roll with what we got here. Yeah, I don't really see anything else. So now obviously I'm gonna have to add some more subway stations. I'm gonna have to add more bus stops throughout the city. That's going to be the issue because I've pretty much packed everything I could. So now look, I can add a bus station here. So let's do that. Oh, hello. Whoa, ho, ho. Colors. We're gonna have to exit out to fix the colors. Let's save the city now, so we're in good shape there. Okay, good. So let's close that out real quick here. Yep. No, I don't need to save that. Nope, I just saved it. So let's get back into here real quick. Oop, oop. Load up our city. Now, extra life. Here we go. All right, so we're back again to normal color. So we just threw down the bus station. Where did we just throw down that bus station? I think that's the train station. Or was that the bus station? There's the train station. So that was the bus station we just threw down there. No, that's the water treatment plant. All right, well, I know I put a bus station down somewhere. Well, we'll get all that connected up. We gotta connect, we gotta do some water connections here now. And connect some more of our subways. So we got the subway line there, we got the little line there. So we don't have, I mean, we got subways right now in our industrial sections here on 3 out of the 4 corners. So we'll have a little one there. So we've got to work on where we're going to place subway stations here to connect our outer ring of commercial, and then of course connect our inner residential section. So let me see here. I want to try to push it as long as I can here before we have to go. Trying to see where that bus station went, but I don't see it. All right, anyway. Let's see. So we've got train stations. I think I got a train station out there. So we got a few train stations, which should help a bit. Trying to think. Really now it's subways. Where are we going to throw subways? Still need a subway, so let's get the subway line down in this little industrial section here. So we can throw one out here, maybe right there might work, and then here. So let's get a couple of subway stations here. This subway station there, and then we'll have this subway station here next to the park. Sure, why not? Because we can do that. Then we will actually do this dense industrial here like that. Let's get these two guys connected, and then we'll be done for the day. Zone bit out. Let's do that. I'm going to have to go in more because this is going to be a little tricky here again. There we go. So we don't want to come across that way because that's really... so we'll bring you across this way. And then bring you in this way. There we go. Good. So those guys are connected. Doesn't matter. So it looks like you might throw a subway station here. Sort of try to do it in a grid pattern now, like our road system. So have like subway station. We'll probably have 1, 2. We probably could throw 2 here. I'll connect that. And throw 1 here. That'll connect these guys. Throw probably 1, 2, probably 3 over here, but we'll see. All right, let's get back to the bow ground view. Everything back in. Good. So we might be popping back into this again a little bit next week to just to finish some of that stuff without having to cost us any extra money. Although I can flip back and forth. The good thing about SimCity 2000 is you can go back and forth between the game and the urban renewal kit here. So if you see something you really want to do that's going to be rather expensive to do in game, just save your game there, pop back here, do what you want to do, save it, and go back into the game, and you're all squared away. So nice. So there's our little Extra Life Island, all upgraded now for SimCity 2000. So we'll be working on this for the next 3 weeks before we take this bad boy and port it over to SimCity 3000 for the month of July. There's our good friend Aerodash. So we're going to turn things over to Aerodash now. And have some fun here with the children and cooking dinner and all that stuff. But you guys can stick around and have some fun with Aerodash. I'm not sure what he has lined up today. I've been so out of touch with keeping up on everybody else, trying to take care of my own streaming and stuff and set my own schedule, stuff like that. But anyway, we're going to end it here so we can go pick up the child and she doesn't have to wonder and worry. Oh, and the other child fell asleep again. Wonder and worry what's going on and where I'm at. And so thank you for joining me this afternoon, everybody. It's been a pleasure to be here talking about Extra Life with you and having some fun with a very classic game. Probably my favorite out of the SimCity series, just because this is the one I spent the most time in playing around with and playing. So sort of like Doctor Who, you know, your first Doctor tends to be your favorite Doctor. This was the first SimCity game I really got into and really played a lot of. So I think even though like SimCity 3000, SimCity 4 have a lot of good systems and better graphics and all that stuff, I think SimCity 2000 still ends up being my favorite, just because, you know, this is the game that made me the SimCity fan that I am right here, SimCity 2000. So I hope everybody enjoyed it. Like I said, we'll be back the next 3 weeks working on this city, building her up and prepping her for a real nice upgrade in SimCity 3000. But in the meantime, let me get out here. Aerodash is up next. I'm sort of the lead into Aerodash. I'm the opening act for Aerodash here. So we'll turn things over to him. And I'll see everybody next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. And once again, you know, if anybody wants to check me out on my own channel, please do so. BJ Weiler on the Twitches. And of course, like I said, every Friday afternoon from 3:30 p.m. till about 5 p.m. Eastern time, I do an Extra Life show featuring Stronghold Kingdoms. So it's Stronghold Kingdoms and Extra Life all rolled into one. So be sure to check me out there then too. In the meantime, I'm turning it over to Aerodash. Thanks for joining me on this adventure, everybody. It's been fun. It's BJ Waller saying, until next time, I will see you in game.